Hello everybody, welcome back to Movie Reviews. This episode I'm talking about Mr. Nice Guy from 1997. And this is another Jack Chan film. Since I've done Rush Hour, I thought I might do another one instead, and this one popped up. This is Mr. Nice Guy. So Mr. Nice Guy, this is probably another underrated film from Jackie Chan, because this is from the 90s. This is before Rush Hour actually, and obviously during this time actually in the sort of late 90s, Jackie Chan was finding his feet in Hollywood. He was, because although he was successful in Asia and Hong Kong and all that for many years, the United States of America didn't really gravitate to what he was doing at the time. And obviously when they released all the other films from Hong Kong, they redubbed it, but they didn't use an American's voice very much. Stuff like Armor of God, Armor of God 2, Police Story, all them sort of films that came out, and it didn't really see the. It's funny, but it's funny that it has like the American dub of Jackie Chan's voice has an Asian quality, but it doesn't really suit the film very much. However, until 1995, when Rumble in the Bronx came out, obviously with Hong Kong and America coming together, sort of like Golden Harvest and New Line Cinema come together, they created a film in Canada, and then obviously it's basically done well in English, I think, because it's the first film that Jackie spoke in proper English. It used his actual own English proper voice to speak English, and from there on, Hollywood accepted him and became one of the best. I mean, some of the films like Jet Li and Donnie Yen, Bruce Lee, all of them came before him, very much. Although, in terms of quality, in terms of a little bit of success over the States and around in English-speaking countries. And he was sort of like a little bit late coming, a little bit, and afterwards, indeed. So, Rumble in the Bronx gave him success, and he did some other films before then. And now between Rumble in the Bronx and Mr. Nice Guy in particular, there was another one he did called First Strike, which I might get some point reviewing. That is another film to talk about another day, but it has a little bit of similar things with this one, Mr. Nice Guy. Mainly because it's filmed in Australia, which is interesting. Same with First Strike and this one here. It's directed by the same guy, Stanley Tong. He obviously worked with Chan on a few projects during the times in Hong Kong. At the time, I think he helped with the Police Story franchise, I think. And then, obviously, they did some other films, of course. So, indeed. Anyway, Mr. Nice Guy. So Chan plays a famous TV chef. I can't remember the name of the TV chef now. It's just Jackie it is. Yeah, it's quite... I always thought it's quite weird, because you've got some of the characters they played, I think in First Strike and Mr. Nice Guy in particular, they're just called Jackie, they are. Basically, I think it's just Jackie Chan playing himself, I think, and they all pretend to be so-and-so a TV chef. Hold on, I'm losing track now. So he's a TV chef in Australia, big famous in Australia. He's got a few friends there's a few friends there, and the crux of the story is that he has this videotape of some crime boss or something going on, and it's getting mixed up with his sort of cooking show or pilot or something or something, not a new show that he's doing. And then obviously they chase after him. It's like this kind of mouse chase thing going on, filled with the typical Chan style, which is good. It's all humorous, funny, very good, enjoyable, and It's nice and nicely shot, nicely directed. Obviously, Chan does everything himself. A very indestructible man, and I think there are bloopers at the end of this movie. And so yeah, the villains themselves, they're quite forgettable in this film actually, because you don't, I can't. Oh wait, oh wait, the main guy in, he was in, oh what's that film called? He was in it, and it's a parody of Street Fighter thing in there as well. Oh, City Hunter, that's it. He was in City Hunter with Jackie Chan, and it was overdubbed as well. And obviously, he comes back in this film as well, which is kind of interesting. And obviously, because of villain, they go against each other again. Yeah, so fair enough. Yeah, so the location, the filming of Australia is actually very, very nice, nicely shot. Australia always a brilliant place to film. You know, always interesting, colourful, full of life, very sunny. You know, always makes good stuff there. Yep. I'm boring you anyway, aren't I? Yeah, so fight sequences are good, nice bit of location footage. The composer, J. Peter Robinson, returns. Obviously, he did Rumble in the Bronx. Well, let's reframe this again. Let's reframe this. David J. Robinson actually composed music for the re-releases of the Police Story films that came out when New Line Cinema were taken over. They redubbed when they did the American dubs. J. P. Robinson, who was a British composer, actually came on and just composed the music for the films. And then, obviously, when New Line Cinema and The Golden Harvest did the actual the films that we expect from Jackie Chan, Rumble in the Bronx, etc., he basically composed Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike, and this film, Mr. Nice Guy. To be honest, his scoring is not bad on this film. It's got a bit of nice action sequences to it. I mean, stuff like it's got a little bit of cheapness to it, but it's just how the style of the film is, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. His scoring's not bad, if so to say. So, I came across Mr. Nice Guy back in the days when, we have this, if for people in America don't even know, we've got a company called Entertainment Film Distributors, who actually did something called Entertainment Video at the time, released in probably in the let me think, late 70s to probably at some point, I think, yeah, probably around that time, I think. And they're releasing films here, there, and everywhere. Also stuff, and Mr. Nice Guy was one of them. So it was in the book. I noticed it in a booklet. Back with Entertainment Video DVDs, they released them in booklets. They did. They showcased lots of films that they released in. To be honest, there was loads and loads of releases by them. I do have a lot on here anyway that I'm looking at right now and speaking to you. If you can hear a voice a little bit at the moment. Well, I'm just looking at all these DVD releases at the moment. So there's loads and loads of releases that are released. And Mr. Nice Guy was one of them I picked up. Now, I never watched a DVD version of it. I watched on a Fire Stick because there's nothing else to watch at that point. Though I did watch First Strike, and I thought it was good. Yeah, so indeed. So that's how I came across Mr. Nice Guy and First Strike, of course. The early Jackie Chan stuff. Yeah. So Mr. Nice Guy, is it a good film? Probably, because it's early Chan stuff. It's sort of the working bits. This is pre Rush Hour. This is pre Rush Hour, before he gets accompanied by American actors, stuff like Owen Wilson, Johnny Knoxville, Chris Tucker, Jaden Smith, Lee Evans. So yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh, yeah. But it is good. It's enjoyable. It's over the top. It's hilarious. It's funny. Chan is at his best. He and Stanley Tong actually really made good films at the time. You know, it really does really work. I mean, the three films in the three films in particular, Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike, and Mr. Nice Guy, are really good, interesting films to get yourself into Jackie Chan. I know some people, you know, I think, let me name a few, Oliver Harper in particular, he got into sort of watching well, back in the days of VHS and Laserdisc, he watched the films like Sea Hunter, Operation Condor, Armor of God, wow. He sort of, you know, people got sort of going into him, very much for the 80s, for the American dub versions that they released. So I'm, yeah, so from I was sort of into, I remember him from probably like the Shanghai films, like Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights, Rush Hour Trilogy. And when I watched Rumble in the Bronx and First Strike and Mr. Nice Guy, these are actually sort of really good. You know, they're really good Hong Kong produced films. They are. Though it's all the American, well, let's say American Australian type thing going on with it as well. But overall, it is actually good, and I do enjoy it. It's funny, it's hilarious, and full of action. Jack and Chan gets to move sort out. He still does. He's still active today. Still doing well, and yeah. So anyway, that's my sort of falling apart review of Mr. Nice Guy from 1997, and I'll see you for the final episode of season 3. Yes, the final season 3, the 13th and final episode of the 3rd season, which is finally getting around to. Hey. So anyway, I'll see you for that video.